Hello beautiful people, listen Dharma, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be checking this video and it's titled "It's Been 4 Years, Meghan Markle Still Genuinely Hurts Over Exit." Ready to talk? Once apologies. Really interesting. So today we're going to be checking this video to hear what I've got to say. Let's check it out.
Now, there's always something going on in the royal household, and this week's been no different. And every Saturday, I like to give you a rundown, and who better to do so than royal biographer Angela Levin. Angela,
hello.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Right, what have we got today?
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is Harry, which is always pleasing for you. Harry and Meghan like gathering awards, right? But there's a big trouble with his latest one. This one is to honour Pat Tillman, an American football hero who earned about £3 million a year and gave it all up to fight after 9/11.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he died in 2014. And
So he was killed in Afghanistan?
Yes, he was. No, yes, but by a friendly killer, so it wasn't. And a spy gives out annual awards for excellence in sports, and decided that they would give the award to Harry for his work with Invictus Games. Now, his mother Mary, Tillam's mother Mary, is absolutely furious, and she just doesn't want him to do it. And she says, just one sentence, why would they select such a controversial and divisive individual to receive the award? She's very annoyed about it. She doesn't want him to do it. And there's now about 600,000 people who are signing a thing saying he shouldn't do it.
So he shouldn't pick up that award?
Yes.
Wow.
Now, if he was a real gentleman, I think he would give it back. But they actually, he and Meghan love these awards. One of them was for Ripple of Hope, Kerry, daughter of Robert Kennedy, for dealing with human rights, promoting racial equality, and this was really for racism in the royal family.
I remember it, yes.
Yet there isn't any racism in the royal family.
And that was according to Harry when he spoke to Tom Bradbury,
Yes. And
But of course, if people are worried and are concerned about Harry receiving this award, do you think people are wrong? I mean, 600,000 people to sign. I mean, he should, if he has any decency at all, he would listen to them. But of course, because of the spotlight and and the fact that they love the attention, do you think they will, or do you think he will? Maybe he may. His human side may want to not take it, but I mean, makes it will not, because I mean, they gave it to you, so you may as well collect it, Abby, or receive it, right? But does it really make sense? No, it doesn't. If it's going to be gifted award or receiving an award, then if it's for things that he's done in the past, when he was in the army or something, or when in his involvement with the army and stuff, then we understand, or we get it, that, oh, he's gifted this award, or he's given this award because he did something some years ago during his time in the army or during his time as whatever. But I mean, does it really make sense? And I've said it before, for people who keep saying, oh, the royal family is racist and stuff, because I've heard, lots of people have said that. My question here is, have you experienced racism from the royal family? Because lots of people at this point, they use the word racism because it sells, there is marketable, and people would easily buy to it and connect with it because it is convenient. And it is just easy to label something or somebody racist just because you don't like the way the person said something or the tone. Then tag the person to be racist or tag the people to be racist. So people think. And one thing with the society we live in right now, people don't even ask the necessary questions. Just call somebody or mention or say somebody is racist, then everybody goes with the idea and believe you. It don't make sense. It don't work like that. I mean, this is Harry's family we're talking about. He knows this family. He's been with his family his whole life before he met Megxit, or before he chose Megxit. So how come his family that he knows, that he's lived with, he's been with, he grew up with, somebody is coming to tell him that your family is racist, then you say, oh, my family is racist. Believe it. We understand us as human beings, we are blindsided when it comes to our family and stuff. And there are some things that our family would do that will be like, okay, no, don't do this. It's not acceptable and not accepted stuff, accepted and stuff. But I mean, let's just be honest. I want to believe that us as human beings, we don't 100% like everything and we don't 100% like everybody. That is not racism. You have your preference and others too have their preference. It is not racism. Racism and discrimination are not the same. Preferences and discrimination are not the same. I wish people would know this. If you don't like a particular food and somebody likes a particular food, it is a preference. It is not discrimination. You're not racist towards the food. If you like something, let's say for example, you like a particular career and someone has chosen, someone has said, oh, this career would fit you better. But you know yourself better. You know what you like. It is preference. So what are we doing? I mean, the problem here or the point here is racism is only when a white person says something and let's say somebody from the melanated skin color don't like it, then it's racism. But if a white person to a white person says something, it is not racism, it is discrimination. If a black person to a white person does something, it is not racism, it is discrimination or preference. If a black person to a black person, it is not racism, it is discrimination or preference. So what are we doing? Like, really, let's just be honest with ourselves. What are we doing? I think this racism, people use it so loosely, it has lost its meaning. And we should understand that us as human beings, we will not 100% like everybody. You have let's say for example, you have your friends. Somebody have their own friends. Somebody, for some reason best known to them, may not like your friend's attitude or may not like your friend. Just innocently, they may not like the person. Doesn't mean the person is being racist towards the person. No, it's preference. Or like, really, we should start asking ourselves this question and kill racism for real. But this is interesting. Let's go on.
And but he hasn't given that back. He's held it. And the one after that was Living Legend of Aviation, which he was a helicopter gunman, an assistant pilot really, and not a real pilot. And several people high up in the military say this is not right. He shouldn't
was
get
it Sylvester Stallone that gave him the award as well? Or was it the other one?
No, I don't think so.
Sylvester Stallone.
But anyway, that's what he goes for, and I think it would be difficult to take away from him, which is, it'll be very difficult, actually. The mother's absolutely determined, and I think she's got a right. They didn't mention it to her, which was very rude, I think.
Yeah.
But moving on to Meghan, apparently, this is very recent, she's still genuinely hurt by how she was treated by the royal families. This is 4 years on. Hang on. And she wants to now at last sit down and talk through things. We know that means she wants the royal family, King Charles and everyone else, to make an apology. But they don't. The person who should apologise is really her,
exactly.
But they don't want that. And she's also trying to get Beatrice and usually who's on top of her list to get people to help her sell her jams. And she's really hoping that King Charles might take one too. Now, I think that's a try.
How do we know that, though? Do we know that?
Well, it comes from quite a good source. But actually, that would be her excuse to go there, that she wanted to make sure everything was nice. But it's also a way of selling her products.
Well, maybe Meghan is actually beginning to think, OK, we need to try and, bridge some upset and try and... I'd like to see them all reunite and all be nice to each other.
No, I think that's because they're getting so unpopular that they need the royals to sort of boost them up because people aren't interested in them anymore. And I think that's the difficulty there.
So now she's still hurt and wants the royal family to apologize. I don't get. But I mean, she has her own father that she doesn't want any sort of relationship with, because that is not brand worthy. And I said it before, it is not brand worthy, it is not PR worthy. So no, shove off that one. But I mean, the royal family is brand worthy, is PR worthy. So yeah, let them look for a way to get back into the royal family, or let them look for a way to get back into the royal family, because it fits their brand, it is popular, and it will give them this really likable face. Does it really make sense? You're hurt over something 4 years ago. What exactly is she hurt about? Really? Can we just understand, like, how did we get here to the point where victimhood is now so much in the market? People would buy victimhood for cheap because it is marketable. Really? The hypocrisy here. She wants the royal family to apologize to her, but her own father, no. That one is not important. It's the royal family, the family that you're married into, not your own family. So you see, like, hey God, let's be honest. Okay, she wants the in-laws to like her, but her own family not to like her own husband, or her own father not to meet her own husband. Like, when you look at all of these things, it's not even making sense. Honestly, it's not. I wish these people would sit down, hear themselves talk, and listen to what they've said. How does it even sound in their ear? But this honestly does not make sense. Honestly. Because if we're going to be talking about this, I always say that no family is perfect. We don't 100% have families who would do you right. Your families would offend you. Like, even for a day, your family would offend you. But the point is, you to forgive your family over and over again, because you cannot choose your family. And that is just it. If she's talking about apology, her father is there. But it's the royal family that should be apologizing to her, not she. Not the other way around. Really? How about her father? She have not even cleaned the house, but no, she wants to teach people about friendship, family. Talk about remove the scale from your eye first before you remove the scale from someone else's eye. But this is interesting regardless. I've said it before. Victimhood and racism sells, is marketable, so you can get it for a cheap price, or you see it for a cheap price, because people love the idea and will not think twice before buying into it. I wish people would educate themselves more and stop selling racism, stop selling victimhood, and liberate themselves for real. But let me know what you think about this. I'm sure tons of people have interesting things to share. I would really love you to share that to show the useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and all of that stuff. Until next time, see you in the next video.